Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. My name is Rachel and we are back for week 3 of our Pantry Challenge that is put on by Three Rivers Homestead. And so it's called the Three Rivers Challenge, and you'll see the hashtag down below. You can click on that and it'll take you to all the other people that are participating in this challenge on YouTube, and you can check out what they are going to inspire you to do with your pantry, your freezer, your cupboards, your refrigerator, all that. It's about, if you're first time seeing this one, it is about using what you have in your home, trying not to go to the grocery store, getting creative with your foods that you've preserved over the summer and fall, stuff like that, things that you've stockpiled or stocked up on your shelves, great sales that you got into, you got a lot of food going on, use it. Get to the back of your freezer and get the old stuff out and get it up to the front. So anyway, that being said, I'm going to show you my week of mostly dinners. Sometimes I'll throw in a breakfast, and our lunches are usually leftovers. So a lot of times I'll make enough for dinner, and then it'll be leftover for the next day for lunches, and then so on, and it just rotates down during the week. I do want to tell you one thing real quick. I am doing a vintage cookbook giveaway for January and February, but for January, it'll be this cookbook here. And in order to get entered into it, it's from 1945. I know I have to look at it every time. 1945. In order for you to enter into the contest that I'm giving this away, you just need to watch every video that I put out with the hashtag for January. So this would be the third one, right? Third week, fourth. Because the very first one is just going over my freezer inventory and stuff like that. So far there's only 4 videos. You just got to watch them, like them, and make a comment down below. Whether you want, hey, enter me for the cookbook, or comment on some of the food and recipes I've made, or anything. Something nice, just go ahead. And I'm sorry if I hit this thing and you guys notice that, I apologize. I'm new to the microphone world. I know sometimes I not slur, but you know, I don't know, mumble, and I catch myself mumbling, and so I'm trying to do this so it's clearer for you guys. So, trying, but I'm not used to it, so sometimes I bump it. Anyway, so to enter, like I said, like, subscribe, comment down below, but you got to watch each of the videos. So you got 3 other videos to watch after this one, and I will put you in the running. And at the very end of January, I will put it into the system, and it'll draw a random name and send that cookbook out to you guys. Okay, now let's get into the recipes for the week, and I hope you enjoyed them. Oh, yeah, and I need this. Cheers. Okay, we're going to make a turkey with a turkey sweet potato skillet meal. So I got my cast iron out, put a little olive oil in there, and we are going to get the turkey in there and some onion. So it's a pounded turkey, like a half a cup of onion I chopped up already. I'm going to throw that in. Okay, this is turkey out of my freezer. I thawed out. Ugh, I gotta wash my hand. I'm going to throw in, it'd be helpful if I turned on the stove. Onion right now. We're going to get a bell pepper too. Break this up. We'll get this going. If you want a bell pepper, any color is fine. Preferably a sweet one, but if all you have is green, use green. Who cares, right? So I got plenty of onions that I'm using. So I got my onion in here. It really was like a half of a small onion is what I put in. My pound of ground turkey. I just chopped up my sweet potato. It was a sweet potato that my friend gave me back in October from his garden. He gave me 3 of them. We left the dirt on. They stayed downstairs. I still got 2 more that are a nice size, weird shaped. You know how they grow. Sweet potatoes that I want to use up during this challenge. So I thought this is a good one to use for this. And I just chose one. It was pretty big. And that's what I'm going to use for this one. So I just diced it up. Get this going. Okay, so while this is getting ready to start cooking here, you need a clove of garlic, and this is very large, but I forgot I had garlic that's already minced in the fridge, but I forgot I had a whole head of garlic with my onions, and I'm like, oh, we got to use what we have, right? So I'm going to use this first before I use any more garlic out of the fridge. But I got this cool little dish from one of my friends for Christmas, and it's like, so you can do it with nutmeg, or I don't know, nutmeg, ginger maybe, not nutmeg, but ginger or garlic or stuff like that. So I'm going to use it for the garlic, and we're going to see how this goes. We'll do it together, okay? Want to watch? Oops, okay, well that's a little large. We'll get back to that one. And it grates it, but I also have a little brush to get it out there somewhere. I hope to God this comes out, because now I just wasted all this. Right? If it ruins my nail. Okay, I don't know if I like this. Okay, well now, what the hell? Okay, let's not panic. So maybe this isn't really for minced garlic. Hold on, let me get the little brush tool to get it out. I'm gonna see. A little brush. Oh yeah, okay. I love the smell of garlic. Okay. So to be honest with you, we have seen, so this is a little kit. It also came with the little rolly plastic thing. You've seen those, right? Where you get the shell or the paper off the garlic. I will say, we saw these at an art fair one time. It did not have this brush. Oh my nose, it just, I don't know how you would get that out of there. Biscuits. No. Alright. Turn this down, we'll get this cooked up, and, well, we're going to get it partially cooked up, and then I'm going to put the peppers in. So just one medium pepper is fine. Alright, I'm going to put the peppers in. This is a quick, like, weeknight meal. This is amazing to do for a weeknight meal. This is what you want, right? Peppers. I've had peppers. I also have peppers in my freezer. I could have used peppers in my freezer, but I had a few fresh still that have been around for probably well over a month in my fridge that I got from Flash Food. They're, you know, well, if you're not familiar with Flash Food, I do have videos on it. But it's like clearance food or over abundance of food or veggies and stuff like that. So I bought a whole box of them for $5 and froze most of them, kept some out in the fridge, and we threw them once in a while for dinners and stuff. So now it's really the crunch time. I need to use some of them up. So we're going to be putting these little peppers in everything. Alright, I'm going to start putting in the sweet potatoes, because I think really these are the longest things that are going to take to cook. And might want to, I'm going to cover it. Try to get them in smaller pieces. There we go. I'm going to cover it for a little bit so it kind of steams them a little bit to help cook them faster. We are going to put it in the oven just at the end. Pretty quick. Let me see here. Hold on. We haven't seasoned anything. Okay, I'm going to add just a little bit of red chili flakes in here. Or red pepper, whatever you want to call it. A bit of regular pepper. And salt. We're going to need some salt. Nothing in here has salt. A little bit over your shoulder for luck. Now, if you don't have ground turkey, use ground chicken or use ground beef, ground, you know, whatever, pork. Don't. Usually the ground meats are pretty easily to change out with one or the other. You know what I mean? So don't fret. Throw it together. You may come up with a brand new dish that you just love that your family's never had and you never thought it was possible. You know? That's the whole point of this challenge. Using what you have and putting stuff together. Okay, I am going to cover this and watch it. I have it on like a medium heat. If I need to, I will add a little bit of water to it, just so we can steam and cook these. There's some water or juice from the turkey, so I'm not too worried about that. But we're trying to steam and get these potatoes cooked pretty quick here. Okay, just checking it real quick. You got to remember to stir it. You can't just leave it sitting in there. Whoops. Once your sweet potatoes are done, we're just gonna put some mozzarella cheese over top and put them in the oven just to get the cheese melted and everything. Let me see. Ooh, those might be done, but I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna go. That did not take long at all. I'm gonna go like maybe another 2 minutes. All right. So, I am going to put some, we're going to set this oven at 400 real quick because it's only going to be in there for a few minutes. And we're going to put mozzarella, I don't even know if I really need to put it in after that, but whatever. Anyway. Mozzarella on top. Alright, we're going to stick that in the oven for about 5-7 minutes. Look how good that looks. Scrumptious. So it was about 5-6, it was probably like 6 minutes in the oven. So yeah, easy skillet meal, super easy. It was under probably 25 minutes to get that all done. Okay, so I am going to, for breakfast, I have a few red peppers in the fridge still, so I want to use those up. This one's getting a little wrinkly, so I picked that one first. I had a half an onion in the fridge, so I used about half of that, so like a quarter onion, because I'm going to make a ham and pepper cheese casserole for breakfast, but I'm not making a huge one, so I still have some onion and some red pepper diced up already, ready for something else I need in the week or something. Then I have a few serrano peppers, I think they're serranos, not sure, in the fridge. So I picked one of those out and chopped that up and put that in there also. I took the seeds out. So I'm going to saute those up and get them ready. And the kicker is, for my ham, I have ham in the freezer, but this is ham that I already cooked and it's canned from March. This is my canned ham. So I'm going to pull that out. I'm going to cut it up just a little bit smaller while this is cooking up, and then we're going to put it with 6 eggs and some heavy cream and salt and pepper and stuff, and get it in the oven, bake it up for breakfast. Okay, while those are cooking, I'm trying to just use kind of one dish besides that pan, and I'm putting all 6 eggs in here. I did not end up using all the ham, so there is still a little bit left. So this is enough where I could do an extra omelet later on in the week if I want to. I did spray this with cooking spray. Alright, I added salt and pepper. I'm going to add about a cup heavy cream. This is miscellaneous cheese I have in the fridge. Put some of that in. I'm going to put a little mozzarella. I didn't put too much salt because the ham is salty, but we'll see. I don't know how salty the ham is after it's been canned. This is my first time using it. Alright. If you have other veggies you want to put in here, or if you want to do sausage, I have canned sausage downstairs. I actually have, oh, you know what? Hold on. Okay, you can see this is all ready. I did have some of my remainder canned sausage in the fridge. I don't want to use it all, but I thought I'd add a little bit in here. The pan's off, but you know how sausage, the grease gets and stuff, so I just put it in here to break it up easier. So, not cooking it again, I'm just breaking it up. So let's assemble. Okay, I dumped in the ham. Dump this in. Just gonna mix it in a little bit. And I got the oven at 370. It's pretty, isn't it? It's gonna be good. 350, sorry, and it'll be about 40 minutes, 45 minutes. Just check it to make sure, like with the toothpick, that the center comes out clean, like baking a cake. That is pretty. Okay, so tonight's dinner we are going to do a little bit of lamb, and we're going to do lamb tacos. So I'm going to get that going, put a little chili powder in here, garlic powder, and Zipper's not happy, of course, cumin, alright, salt, a little bit of pepper, nice easy dinner. This is a good way to use up ground lamb. You could mix it also if you wanted to. Get this all cooked up. So out of my pantry, I forgot I bought these a long time ago on Amazon, but they're like made with stone ground white corn taco shells, and they're decently low carb. So for 5 of them, not bad, 18. So I thought we'd give them a try. I'm gonna heat them up in the oven real quick. That's what we're gonna use. And also I have holders for my tacos now, so I'm super excited about this. Okay, we'll see how many of these actually worked out. Well, none of them. Isn't that great? Let's see. I hope these aren't all broken. One, two. I think they are. I think all of these came broken. So I'm going to do them like this. That's a shame. I'm going to do one more of these. So then it's like nachos kind of thing. if he has 3, yeah, I think that should be good. Okay, I'm gonna put these in the oven for about 5 minutes at 225. Okay, so real quick, I came downstairs. I want to get some of my salsa because I'm out from upstairs. But I also thought I made this corn relish in September. I made it last year. I don't think I have any old ones left. But I think it'd be really good on it. Oh, wait, maybe this one's older. No, I think these are all from the same batch. Anyway, it's a cherry, tomato, and corn salsa. Relish. Sorry, relish. So I think I'm going to use some of this on it also. And then this lasts really well in the fridge. And I put it on eggs sometimes too in the morning. So, yay! Time to get these open. Alright, now we are in business. I got my cheese. Got some taco sauce if we want it. Okay, we're going to use 2 of these like this. And then, I think I'll just do this. And on mine, I'll have a couple. Guess I don't need to use this, but I really want to, so I'm going to anyway. We'll just do 1 right now for him. And 2 for me. I have 2 extras over here if I need these. Alright. See. Put it over that, so in case it falls. Oh no. No biscuits. It's hot. Don't touch it. Okay. I'll put some on there, then he can just kind of pick it up and eat it. Should I wait? I'll wait. Do mine over here. See that? No. Biscuits move. Stay. No. Okay. I want some corn. Okay. Then do with the, there we go. Not very big. Oh, I forgot about this one. Guys, why don't you remind me? What did I put on here first? Oh, a little bit of this. Cheese in here. Can you see these? There we go. those. Look how good those look. Okay, tonight is going to be a super quick dinner. We were supposed to have our dinner club tonight and go out, but we're getting some crappy weather here in Michigan, so we decided to cancel it. Safety first. Our friends are important, and we'll do it another day this month. But so I didn't have anything planned, so I'm like, okay, I'm going to go downstairs, get my smoky tri-tip that it was a smoky tri-tip already seasoned that I got from Flash Food, clearance meat, and I canned it back in March. So we're going to try to do a stroganoff with this. We're going to use this. I got this for my beef broth. I don't have any beef broth. I have beef broth, but not canned beef broth yet. I have to work on that. I got some stuff in the freezer to work with that. I'm going to use these carbonara pastas noodles. So I don't know if I'm not going to use the whole thing. It'll probably be half of it. So I'm going to bulk it up also with some of my canned. I raw packed these back in February, green beans. They got a little bit of pepper in there and onions. So I'm going to drain it probably and just use some of those in there at the very end. So this is going to be quick because this is all cooked. The longest thing that's got to cook is this, and then to make the sauce for the stroganoff. Now, we don't do mushrooms in our stroganoff because my husband hates mushrooms. He's not allergic to them. He just hates them. So one thing I will not make him eat. I respect that. Whatever. I love them. But I did get some mushrooms from Flash Food, like a big box. And I dehydrated them and I smooshed, what do you call it? Ground them down to powder. So I do use this from time to time. So this is my own mushroom powder that I did, and I'm going to add that to the sauce. He'll never know. I've done it before in a few things. Don't you tell him, okay? But he'll never know. He just doesn't like the textures of mushroom and stuff. So, and then I have sour cream. So I'm just going to do a basic stroganoff. I'm not doing one with a canned soup. I'm doing the stroganoff, beef broth, a little bit of thickener, and really then I'll add these at the end after I get the broth going, the noodles. Broth, what did I say? The gravy kind of going. Cook the noodles at the same time, and then add this all together. This should come together pretty damn quick. Like, I would say 15 minutes. So, this is awesome. Okay, so normally you would probably sear up some beef, stuff like that. I don't have to do that, right? Because it's cooked. I'm trying to watch for biscuits because he's after me. We'll play hide and seek. Alright, so right now I'm just going to do some onions real quick. This is going to be the sauce. I'm going to turn on the noodles over here. I didn't do a lot, but the pan is big enough so I can add everything to it when I'm done. Hopefully this is big enough. I don't think I'll be using the whole jar of meat. Probably not, but because I'm not doing tons of noodles, you know what I mean? So, just gonna start getting these soft. I know I added some olive oil, but I'm gonna add some butter in here too, because we're gonna want that flavor, flavor. Okay, I'm gonna add a little bit of garlic. This is where you would add your mushrooms. If you wanted to put them in here and get those kind of cooked up, but we're not doing that. So I'm going to turn this down a little bit. Because you don't want to burn your garlic. Nothing worse than burned garlic. My goodness. Okay, so I'm going to add about 2 cups of beef juice now. Oops. Well, beef broth. I don't know why I call it beef juice. Stupid. And that was just made with my Better Than bouillon. Oh, this is not on there. That could be bad. A little bit of Worcestershire sauce. A little bit of thyme. Let's get this cooked up a little bit. Okay, I am going to add in just a smidge of the mushroom powder. At this rate, it'll take me forever to use it. Okay, I reduced the heat to like medium heat, and I'm going to use, you can use xanthan gum, you can use flour, you can use whatever you want as a thickener. You can even use like a little bit of a gravy packet, whatever. I'm using this glucosamine, which is another way to thicken for low carb wise. So, don't want to use too much though. It's kind of like xanthan gum. You don't want to use too much. But it's like, it'll last you forever. So I'm just going to let that thicken up a little bit. My noodles are almost done. Alright, so now I'm going to add in, hold on. Alright, so I pulled it off the heat and turned the heat down. So I want to add in the sour cream. Just a little bit of it, but make sure, I like to temper it a little bit. Okay. Oh, excuse me. Let's see how this goes. You're going to want to add a little salt and pepper, even though I think the salt will be good in this already because of the better than bouillon, you know what I mean? But work that in. I don't want to curdle our sour cream. Oh, it smells so good. It's funny what, whoops, beef broth and sour cream together, they can just, oh, it smells just like stroganoff. Alright, so now I'm going to get the rest of this together. Alright, so I'm going to add, obviously I'm not going to use all these green beans. I think that's good. So instead of mushrooms, that's what I'm using. So now I'm going to get this, I've never had my canned beef before, but we're going to see how this goes. Let me get it in here warmed up. They're kind of big chunks. Maybe I should cut these up a little bit. Well, they'll probably cut, yeah, there we go. Okay. I should be using my fork. I do love this about the canned meat, how even though it's in big chunks, it just cuts right up. Okay. Just a little bit more. Here is a big piece. Well, you know what? Screw it. I'm just gonna, no, I don't know if I can use it all. Yeah, I think that's good. There's some big pieces in there. So I just got it on low heat right now because we're basically just heating this up. You know what I mean? Okay. I'll get this heated up. And I'm going to add in the gravy. I have to make more gravy, I can, but or sauce, whatever you want to call it. It smells good. I might add a smidge more sour cream in. My husband's gonna be pretty excited about this one. Okay. Got garlic in there, I got the onions. I think this is good. And then I got a little bit of leftovers of other jars, so I can put those back in the fridge and I can make something out of that with just another pack of noodles or whatever I need to. Yay, look at that. I'm so excited using up my canned beef. Okay, so I'm just trying a little sample of it because my husband's not home yet, so I want to eat with him. But I'm curious. I want to see how my meat is. Nope. It must smell good because here comes biscuits. Can you see, did he get me? It was bleeding earlier. It's good. Do you mind? You don't need this. Want to move it? Move. Okay. Get your tail out of the way. Okay. Well, that's good. What's funny is it's a smoked tri-tip that I canned. You wouldn't even know it. It doesn't even taste like a smoked tri-tip. I'm watching biscuits because he's looking at the camera and I don't want him to knock it over. I should have cooked my noodles just a tad bit more. But that's not anybody's fault but my own. So, that is really good. Especially for like 15 minutes. And throwing everything together and everything is already cooked. Yeah, I'm impressed. So excited. My first time using my canned beef. I've used my canned chicken a couple times. I've used the canned ham now. The canned sausage. What else do I got down there? Oh no, I'll have to look. Okay. I'm excited. Yay. Okay, so tonight is the night that we choose one of our old cookbooks. So it is, this is, hold on, I never know how to say this too. Favorite recipes of American home economics teachers. You cannot go wrong with that. Do you remember home ec? Are there people out there that remember home ec? That was my favorite class. Favorite. Learn how to make an apron, how to cook. I remember all the stoves lined up. God, I love home ec. That was the only class I really liked. I didn't really like school, but I liked home ec. I remember making do you remember those? They're called, we call them pralines, but they're made with crackers, saltine crackers, but you made like a brown sugar glaze to go over them with some nuts, something, I can't remember. And I learned how to make them in home ec. And I came home and made them for my mom, and she was so excited, and it was like one of the first things I ever really made, you know, and then made it at home, and that's where it began, people. Cooking. Anyway, it was just a cute little memory. It just popped in my head from the home ec teachers here. Anyway, and it's the meats edition, so this is an awesome cookbook. So I love any cookbooks that have to do with meats or vegetables, because since we eat low carb, these are the books that I need, right? But we are gonna do, my eyeball itches, sorry. I got a fresh picnic pork roast thawed out. It's 3.5 pounds. And so we're gonna do an orange glazed pork roast. This one calls for 5 pounds, so obviously this is a little less, and which is good because I was talking on the phone with my friend, so I didn't realize what time it was. Normally I would do a picnic pork roast in the crock pot. They're really good to do like barbecue sauce with, shredded pork and stuff, but we're not a huge slider person, shredder pork person, because I mean, you know, I I don't have a problem like piling it up and put mozzarella on or something like that, but I will, but it's not something I seek out. You know what I mean? So this is pretty easy. Now I will say it does have orange juice in it, but I have 0 sugar orange juice from the Dollar Tree. It calls for cloves. I don't have cloves. Not the real cloves. Like I have ground cloves, but I don't have the sticky cloves, but who cares? Orange slices. I do have oranges in the fridge for my husband's lunch, so I am going to use those, some of them. Grated peel, honey, cinnamon, I think that's it. And then we're gonna make a glaze, put it over it, and roast it in the oven until it's done at 325. Nope, that's the oven temp. My bad. There's a lot going on in this house. 185. So, I'll give you a glimpse. There's the cookbook. If you wanted to look it up on eBay or something like that, it's page 138, and this is the recipe we're going to be using. So, I think it's a pretty simple glaze. We can mix it up. I've never really had citrus on pork before, I don't think. So I'm kind of excited to try it out. I don't know what I'm pairing it with at this point. Oh, I might do green beans. I think I still have some fresh green beans in the fridge that I probably should use up, so we might do those. Okay, so it says attach the orange slices, but I'm going to zest this first. Did I take the thing off? Yeah, okay. And it just says orange slices. Do you think I keep the rind on? I mean, it's not very specific. Sprinkle with salt and pepper. Attach orange slices to the roast with cloves. It's not going to happen. It smells so good. Get this in the oven. I was going to put it in the crock pot today and then totally forgot and didn't come home for lunch. I ran errands instead because we're getting a winter storm tomorrow. So I thought I had to get my errands done. All right. Well, that smells amazing. Okay, so I'm going to just use my cast iron skillet here. It's going to go in the oven. Okay, it's not going to be on top here. But it really should be on a rack. I don't have a rack. I'm not going to get out my roasting pan for this. You know what I mean? So, and I still have to refill my coarse salt. I haven't done it. Okay. So now, salt and pepper, and now it says attach these little suckers. If you have, you know what, do I have? Oh, let me see. I'm going to sprinkle because it says to attach it with cloves, but I don't have cloves. So I'm just going to put a hint on it to get some of the flavor because I don't have it, right? So let's, so it's 6 slices, but that's obviously for a bigger one. Oh, I'm supposed to score it. Damn it. Well, you know. Oops. The directions are not very good. But how bad can it be? Fat side up, so that's why I'm doing it like this. Okay, so I'm gonna do like one on, what do I have left here? 2 on each side also. Got a couple skimpy ones here. The oven is preheated at 325. I don't know. I will say, vintage cookbooks have some of the prettiest food, right? Look how pretty that is. I'm kind of excited about this. Like, really excited. Should I stuff him somewhere? I mean, we can't just leave him out, right? I cut him. Oh, maybe I should stick him on the front. Okay, I'll do that. Here, I don't have one for the back. I just got the ends. So, all right, that's done. Okay, so I am going to put this in the oven now. And we do the glaze after. So that's about 3 to 3.5 hours, but that's for a 5-pounder. And obviously this is not a 5-pounder, it's a 3.5. So I'm going to check it at about 2. I'm going to say it's going to be about 2.5 hours, which is perfect. So I'm going to set the timer, but I'm also going to put my meat thermometer in there. Okay, so for my pork on one of these, it says to reach 160. The book says 185. Now, I know there was controversial things, right, when it came to pork a long time ago. And, you know, and what temperature it should be at. So, I don't know. I mean, it is a roast. I might meet in the middle. We might meet in the middle and go from there. So, right now, this will at least allow me to know when it gets to 160. We'll see what it's like. We'll make up the glaze, and the glaze will be all ready to put over top of it when we're ready. Okay, so it's about 1 cup of orange juice. Let me see. Okay, so this is 3/4 cup. I'm fine with that because it's a smaller roast. Honey, cinnamon, and bring it to a boil. I'm not going to do that yet. I'm just getting this stuff in here right now. Let me see. Biscuits, get out of there. Okay, so honey. I had to heat it up in the microwave there. So I also have this, that's the end of the honey. This little bear here, and I just want you to know, it was homemade honey from a place in Leslie. I bought it at a craft show or whatever, but it's crystallized, and I have been, hold on, sucking that. It is so good. And I think this is just going to be my little treat for just myself. This little honey bear is just for me. Because it is so good, and I love honey. Okay, I digress, sorry. Don't mind my hair either. Okay, and a couple cinnamon sticks. If you don't have cinnamon sticks, just use regular grated cinnamon. It's fine. Then we will get this to, what does it say here? Combine all these goodies, bring to a boil and simmer uncovered for about 15 minutes. Then we're going to add the orange zest. And, oh, you know what? It says orange peel. So I think we're supposed to peel the orange before we put in. All right, well, I didn't read. There's a lot going on here, so my bad. We're going to put the zest in. Screw it. And then we can baste the roast every 20 minutes with it until it's done. So I'm going to leave this right now, and let's wait a little bit before I start to heat this up, and then I'll add the orange zest instead of the peel in it. Okay, so I started this up, kind of boiling. I'm going to add in the zest. Now that we got the zest instead of the rind, right? Get this going a little bit here, and then we're going to start putting it over top of, don't mind me, I'm in the middle of doing my nails in between. Look how cute. They're cute. I just did them. I got to do this side. Wish me luck. Okay. Let's see what this says. Okay, so that's about it. So we're going to turn this off, and then we probably got, it says the last hour of it, based it. It's probably only got another half hour left. So I'm going to baste it a little bit for every 10 minutes. So I'll get some basting going on. Let me do that. All right, you guys, look how pretty this is. I'm pretty sure it's done now, but I just kind of used my, I didn't have my baster out, but I just did this all around it. I'm going to let it go for about 5-10 minutes. I'll do it again. So a few more times, and then we're going to call it good. Put that back in there. Okay, there it is. It looks amazing, and it smells amazing. I think I'm just going to do a quick butter noodle as a side to go with it, and we'll see how this cuts up and how yummy it is. Look at that. Look how good that looks. It's so pretty. Even though I was supposed to cut the rind off and I didn't do what I was supposed to, it's still very pretty. Okay, sorry. My phone died, so I had to charge it for a few minutes. But I cleaned my plate. Besides that little piece of fat there that I may get to still. Who knows? And I just want to say that I was a little nervous that it was going to be very orange juicy. You know, orange tasting, citrusy. It was not. It was a hint of it. A hint of citrus, a hint of sweetness. Just perfect. It's really good. And I will say, I don't like a lot of fat on meats, but pork chop fat is my favorite. And obviously pork fat, it's the same thing, right? So the fat on this, I did eat some of the fat. Not gonna lie. And the boys ate some of the fat too. But that is very good. And I would do that again. I would make that again in the oven. I just always do the easy, quick way and throw it in a crock pot. You know, you put a sauce with it or whatever it is. This is really good. It stepped it up a notch. It wasn't overpowering. It was good. I highly recommend this recipe. So I need to copy it out of here or do something so I remember, because God, I swear I never do a recipe like there's like maybe I can count on both hands recipes that I do over and over. The rest are all always different every single time I make a recipe. So, but I like that one for something different and for a special occasion maybe, because it did take 2.5 hours, I think, 2.5 hours to make the roast, and that was a 3.5 pound roast. So if it was 5 pound, it'd be a little over 3 hours to make. So, you know, in the oven. So, and I'm making it during the week, people. During the week. That's why I'm in my pajamas now. Getting ready for Betty Bye. Right, so that was a good recipe. See what I make tomorrow. Okay, so for tonight's dinner, I had extra loaves of our low-carb bread in the freezer, so I pulled those out. I toasted those up. I'm going to get them ready. My husband's not home yet for dinner, so but we're going to do tomato soup and grilled cheese sandwiches. But I've already canned my tomato soup. I just got to add the heavy cream to it. So I'm going to put it on the stovetop, add the heavy cream to it. I may add a little fresh basil because I do have fresh basil growing by my sink. So I might do that. And so this is toasted. So I have it on a medium simmer. Open my jar and I let it get a little warm, and then I just added some heavy cream in it, just like about a tablespoon and a half. I just put in some fresh basil. Oh, it smells so good. Fresh basil at winter. Oh my God. Amazing. All right, now I'm heating up those sandwiches. Aren't these cute? My little mugs. There. That's our dinner. Right there. This video is sponsored by Saker Plus Electric Vacuum Sealer. It works on the top of your mason jars, and they sent it to me to try it out, and I love it. Super excited. I was just trying to think of more things that I could use it for. It does come complete with, they give you some lids, so both wide mouth and normal size lids. The charger for it, and these are my own jars, and it looks pretty easy to use, so we're going to try it out for the first time together. You would unscrew that bottom part there if you want to do a wide mouth jar. So I have some dried pasta that is low carb pasta, and you know, it can get a little pricey, so I don't want it to go to waste or anything, so I'm going to put it in these jars. We don't use it a lot. So I had a little spillage because I should have just cut the bag a little better than I did. And I had too much for the jar, so I'm gonna get a bigger jar. So we're gonna put it in a quart now. You have to put the lid on and then screw on a ring after we seal it. Technical difficulties. Okay, so now I just want to show you the top. So we're going to press this. It already came pretty charged, so at least I can use it right away, which is really nice, right? But it does come with the charger and all that to do that. And it's going to go for 1 minute, getting all the air out of the jar. Okay, so now it just released. It went to the capacity it needed to, and it kind of poofed itself up. I'll do another one. Actually, we'll probably... Look! It's sealed. We'll do it again, because that was fun. It comes with this little can opener, which is nice. I hope I'm denting it with these, but that's okay. Do you hear that suction? That is amazing. Okay, so let's do it again. And I got one other jar of pasta I want to do. So I'm just trying to make sure it's on there even. I think it is. Anyway, I just want to talk to you a little bit about it. Obviously, it's pretty user-friendly. I mean, that worked very easily. As long as you keep it charged and everything, and it's small where you can just put it in a cupboard or in a drawer. To switch it between largemouth and smallmouth, you just take off this bottom rim here. It's got a, I'll show you later, it's got a lock on it, and you would twist that off, and then you make it for your wide mouth jars. It does really help to keep your favorite foods fresh for longer periods, and The strong suction force. My God, that was really good on there. I love that popping sound. So you know it created a secure lock to get the flavors and the nutrients and the freshness to stay safe in there. Pretty user-friendly. Okay, do you hear it? Okay, and see now it's kind of lifting a little bit. So it's done. And it's done. Yay! Do you need a ring on it? I guess. I don't think you do, but it's sealed. All right, so let's do this pasta. This one should fit in this jar just fine. So the whole kit is only like 20, I think it's on Amazon right now for, and I'll leave the link down below. It's $26.99, but there's a 20% coupon on there also that you can get. And it comes with all the stuff, so I mean, this is great for soup makers and all your pastas, like I said, dried fruits, freeze-dried fruits. Whoops. Whoops. Okay. Pretty. It comes with some lids, but obviously it'll work just fine with all the canning lids that are out there. This is what I was telling you right here. Lock and unlock. If you twist it to the unlock, this part comes off, and then you can use it for wide mouth. Okay, I think it's on. I just like to make sure it's on even. Is it on? Okay, here we go. All right, it just released. Oh, damn it. Yeah, so I'm pretty happy with this. I think it's pretty easy going, user friendly. Okay, it's releasing. Fingers crossed. Yay! Sealed. I'm so excited. I could be one of those people now that has their pasta on display. Yeah, that could be me. But I don't think I will. But anyway. So, works for, I don't have a wide mouth one to do. Otherwise I would. But your rices, your flours, don't do brown sugar though. I've heard that will just turn it in. I wanted to do brown sugar. Thank God I looked it up first, because if you do brown sugar in here, it takes all the moisture out and you got a big brick of hardness in a jar that you can't get out. Don't do brown sugar. But anyway, I have anything dehydrated. I have dehydrated peppers downstairs that I think I'm going to do these in a small jar. I love them. But I kind of like going downstairs and just opening the container and eating a few every time I go down there. But so anything you dehydrate, or any of that type of stuff, like mashed potato flakes, or like I said, your rice, or quinoa, any of those, put them in these jars, and that way they stay a lot better. I got some mung beans here that I'm going to sprout myself, and I'm not sure in this video or the next one, I'm not sure. But the remainder of these I'm going to seal up in a jar, so I have them. So they can, I know this bag says resealable, but you know how that can go. Anyway, thank you, Sacred Plus. I'm so excited that you sent this to me and that I got to try it out. And I have wanted one for a while. I just haven't gotten it. I've done my vacuum sealer bags and stuff, but not something like this. So I'm so excited. Okay, so hopefully you enjoyed some of those recipes. Hopefully they inspire you. Hopefully it gives you some ideas to use up your freezer meat, some of your canned goods. I get so excited, you guys. I just get so excited. I know I keep saying it to you. I know in every video I keep saying how excited I am and love to get creative, and shocked at still how some of the stuff is so good when you use it and use it in different recipes, or like ugly chicken or any of that stuff. It's just like, it just still blows my mind. But anyway, and I'm proud of myself. And you should be proud of yourself too. And you should be proud of yourself if you're going to try this challenge, even if it's for a week, 2 weeks, a month, 2 months. you can do it. I think you'd be surprised. So like, subscribe, comment down below, and I will see you on the next one. Cheers.